place where I can find myself in you. I won't back down, freedom is what I choose. No more fear, 'cause I have found my happiness in you.
Good evening, everyone, sports fans all around the world. The madness of March has hit us, and it is so exciting down here in Texas. A very cold 30 degrees outside, and I am so glad we're playing this sport indoors today. My name's John Cookman. I'll be your play-by-play host. And along my side, my broadcast partner tonight is going to be a coaching legend of the game of basketball. His name is Michael Sons. He is going to bring you some expert analysis. How you doing, Coach Sons?
I'm doing good. You're pretty kind with your words. I don't know about legend.
Well, legendary. I guess time will tell, but I think you're a legend, and you're going to bring some great analysis. So let me really quick sum up. If you're kind of new to this, maybe you haven't thought about it too much, what you are going to see tonight is the NAIA version of March Madness, the big dance, the NCAA. This is the NAIA version of that. It is the start of round one. There are 64 teams all across America that will participate tonight. They are playing. Some have already played right now, and so there's a lot going on, a lot to go over. Let me hit this real quick. So NAIA men's basketball. That's what you're going to be watching tonight. You got to know that there are 21 conferences. 21 conferences all across America in the NAIA. There are 233 men's basketball teams. Now, there are more schools than that in the NAIA, but there are only 233 men's basketball teams. Only, I say.
Only.
That's a pretty big number, really. A lot of teams, and then that will ultimately. It has ultimately culminated right now. Tonight is the round one all across America, 64 teams. Now, 64 of the finest NAIA teams. Some had automatic bids, some won their conference, and maybe they weren't the best in the conference, but they got here through an automatic bid. It's the same way the NCAA works. And tonight is the opening round. And tomorrow will be the finish of what they call the opening round series. And it will yield out 16 teams. So therefore, there are 16 sites right now playing basketball or about to play basketball all across America. And there are 4 teams at each one of those sites. What you have tuned into tonight is what they call the Waxahachie site. We're in Waxahachie, Texas. It's just a little suburb town of Dallas, Texas. We're in the Metroplex. And we're one of the 16 sites that get the privilege to host NAIA Championship basketball tonight. And then, lastly, every site will yield out a winner. So tonight there will be 4 teams. It starts 4 teams. And then those 2 teams that win tonight will play tomorrow for not the quadrant championship, but the site championship. And then the winner of that will go on to play in Kansas City at the final 16, or around the final 16. And they'll play that out just like you're accustomed to watching. And go to 8, go to 4, and then your championship game. And that is how it works in the NAIA. And tonight's matchup that kicks off here at the Waxahachie site is Montana Tech and MACU. Montana Tech, and there you see, I'm kind of watching with you guys as well. You'll see the 64 teams. There are 4 quadrants. So there's 8 teams in each quadrant that will play. So there you have it. And we'll break down, and we will show you this all night, all the quadrants. Naismith quadrant. And you can already see Evangel and Florida College have already played. And let's see, it looks like Georgetown and Huntington. And those are all at different sites. And hopefully we'll be able to bring in some of those broadcasts and talk a little more about how this all works. But going to Montana Tech and MACU, that is the matchup you are about to watch and you have been waiting for. I'm sure fans all over have just anxiously waiting for this stream to go live, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Montana Tech comes in from Butte, Montana, Coach. Butte, Montana. That's a long way away.
They brought the weather with them, huh?
You can see right there, Google Maps tells us that's 1,600 miles. And fortunately for them, they flew. That would be a 24-hour road trip. Probably longer, but at least 24 hours in a car. That's a long way, man. You don't want to do it. So they flew in, got here last night, got a little workout in, and lucky for the opponents that they're going to face, MACU. They are from Oklahoma City, and that's really only about a 5-hour drive at most, 250 miles away. And MACU comes in with a big advantage. This is the 3rd time they've played in the. This is the 3rd time they have played in the Schaefer Center this year.
Yeah, being in the same conference, and you wonder
SAGU,
if that lifts the comfort level a little bit. But.
Well, we know that they really like to shoot in this gym. All right, so right now, Montana Tech, they come in. They are the top seed at this site, in this pod, and they are the upside favorites. So right now, we're going to go down to the court side with Jazz Williams. She is with head coach Adam Hyatt. Jazz, what does Coach have to say?
Thanks, John. Coach, your ore diggers are coming from the Frontier Conference all the way up in Montana. What play style do you expect to see here down in the South?
Well, I'm personally familiar with the Sooner Athletic Conference. I've been playing a number of Sooner teams throughout my career. Before Montana Tech, I was the head coach at Westminster College, a former NAIA member. We used to play John Brown and Lubbock Christian and Wayland Baptist, a lot of the Sooner schools. And we had Oklahoma City come up to our place earlier this year for an event. So it's a tremendous style. It's a little bit different than the Frontier. It's really fast, really athletic. We're going to have our hands full tonight for sure.
What is your focus in tonight's game to defeat MACU's fast-paced offense as well as assertive defense?
Yeah, I think you said it right there. I mean, our ability to keep them in the half court is going to be key for us. They're really good in the open court. They have tremendous athletes. They have great defensive pressure. If we can take care of the ball and keep it in the half court, be able to defend them in the half court, we're going to have a pretty good chance to win.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck this evening. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz, and Coach Hyatt. Man, I got to talk to him a little bit this afternoon. What a fantastic coach. He is great, and I expect he's going to bring a high-caliber team. Real quick, we want to get to Jazz and Coach Gamblin from MACU. It's interesting to see these contrasts, and we'll talk about that a little bit. Hey, Jazz, why don't you go ahead and get Coach Gamblin on the mic. What's he got to say?
Thanks, Sean. Coach, your team is playing at a relatively spot for the opening round of the national tournament. How does this work to your advantage?
Well, we know where we're at, know where to go, familiar. Hopefully we'll shoot it well. Past that, other than it not being too far of a trip, I'm not sure how much of an advantage it is, but we're happy to be here. Delton, Jesse, they do a great job as hosts, and obviously have a ton of respect for SAGU.
Montana Tech has a couple weapons to their team on both sides of the ball. What is you and your coaching staff's plan to tame this force?
Well, I mean, really good, very well coached. Number 10, number 20, all really tough. They're a disciplined group. We have to win the rebounding battle first and foremost. We have to value the basketball. They turn it over at a really low clip. Hopefully our pressure can turn them over a bit. But we just have to be first to the punch. Got to be really physical. And if we do that, we'll have a shot.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck this evening. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz, and always a class act. Coach Gamble, he's already got a national championship, Coach, and he's going to bring a lot of experience with his basketball team. They've got a lot of seniors. They're going to do really, really well. And right now I'm being told that the pregame festivities are happening down on the court, so we're going to throw it down to the national anthem and the all-important starting lineups.
And now the starting lineups for game one, starting with Montana Tech. Senior, number 1, Sindhu Diallo. Sophomore, number 10, Caleb Belich. Senior, number 20, Taylor England. Junior, number 24, Drew Hughes. And senior, number 30, Darius Collins. Head coaches, Adam Hyatt. Assistant coaches, Tyler Miller. Student assistant, Kyle Spencer. And now the starting lineups for Mid-American Christian University. Senior, number 1, Tony Dorsey. Junior, number 4, Jazziah Lewis. Senior, number 10, Tony Kuwanovich. Junior, number 12, Caleb Riggs. And senior, number 35, Kendall Scott. Head coach for MACU is Josh Gamblin. Assistant coach is Kate Upshaw.
And there you have it, the starting lineups for both of these clubs. It is going to be a barn burner, Coach. And it's really kind of fun to look at the numbers, the matchup. They're very, very similar. Mid-America Christian comes in averaging 81 points a game. and holding their opponents to 73 points a game, where the Ore Diggers of Montana Tech actually averaged 76 points a game, holding their opponents to 67. So the defense is strong up in Montana, and that's kind of how you win postseason games. Am I right?
Yeah, defense travels. I mean, you can be off at first on offense, but, I mean, don't ever take a play off defensively. Montana Tech, that is their specialty.
Yeah, we did a little scouting, and you could definitely see they take a lot of pride in holding down good paint play and playing great defense. There's a quick steal, and that's Josiah Lewis with a steal and a conversion. And gets MACU on the scoreboard. Oh, that is just beautiful by Montana Tech's leading scorer, Sindao Diallo.
He's a really great athlete. He can get downhill. Great mid-range. He's going to be a factor tonight.
MACU setting it up in their half-court offense. Nice defense, got punched up. Fortunately, Kendall Scott for MACU comes down with it, kicks it out to Tony Dorsey, and Dorsey converts a long-range bomb. That is not something you will see Tony Dorsey do very much, is shoot the long-range jumper, but he is very capable. Dorsey with a rebound off the mitts from Balach. Oh, that's very nice fadeaway.
Great start.
Yeah, by Caleb Briggs. And we always say that another advantage. We alluded to it a little earlier in pregame that MACU, if there's an advantage in any of these teams, oh, that's just a beautiful stroke there. And that's, Drew Hughes with a 3. And MACU may have just a slight edge because they know this floor. They like the gym. They've always shot well here. They play SAGU, and this is the home. If you haven't caught on yet, this is who is also playing in this pod, the home of the Lions, SAGU Lions. They have the second part of this doubleheader. But MACU has been in this gym this season. This is the third time. And performed very well. Actually took a game from SAGU earlier in the season. That's a foul on the Diggers. Oh, poor entry pass by Tony Dorsey. And the good defense by Montana Tech getting a free possession out of it. Here comes Balach. He can play a little hard with the left hand. Riggs pulls up, gets it off. Dorsey working Hughes. Measures up, no good. Hughes has the rebound. Taylor England, the big guy up at the top, just trying to get rid of it. He's there for safety. They get it back to Balach. Good ball handler. They're going to say Kendall Scott gave England a little push, a little extra push in the back or in the side there.
It's going to be a fun matchup to watch.
Scott and England?
Yeah.
Now that's a brick from the side. Shot by Diallo. Oh, good hands. England, quick for a big man. Balach gets it back from England. A little pick and roll, no roll. Good looking shot, no good by Hughes. Getting good looks, good attempt. I would say that the half-court offense for Montana Tech is working. They're just not converting at the moment.
Yeah, and MACU's doing a good job. Hughes is like the fifth option for this team, and he's the one that's getting the shots off. So credit goes to MACU early. Great game plan.
Yep. And, this stat that I'm about to reveal to you is just absolutely amazing. There are 4 shooters on Montana Tech's team that shoot the three-point shot at a 40% or better clip.
And that's
unreal.
That's elite level. And
Hughes is not one of them, but he's taken the most, and he actually shoots really good, a healthy 34%. And that's, you got a 34% shooter. You're usually green lighting him to take the shot wherever he wants. That's a little better than 1 out of every 3.
Yeah, good.
So we got some substitutions in. Diallo makes a move on the baseline. He looked like he might have got some hand check, and MACU gets away with one.
Another intriguing matchup.
But he does step on the line. Could see that clearly. Yeah. Well, Dorsey, he gives up a little bit of height to almost everyone, but his speed is phenomenal.
He's a gamer.
Lewis off from the wing. Keely Blake can shoot it. He's one of those that I was talking about. He shoots almost 44% on the season from the three-point line. You don't want to give him any breathing room.
If he has a half an inch, it's down.
Hammonds way off the mark. And once he kind of gets warmed up, he really hasn't gotten warmed up, but once he gets warmed up, he's kind of hard to stop because he can take you, he can shoot the long range. That's Darius Collins off the mark at point blank range. Great trailing defense. Now it's off the hands of Keely Blake.
What a great last name, Bake.
Yeah.
That's a basketball last name.
So, yeah, this is going to stay with MACU. Inbound's going to happen on the baseline. MACU side. Kendall Scott goes a bad pass, but Josiah Lewis tracks it down. Here comes Dorsey. Dorsey started off hot, kind of cooled off last few possessions. Collins, long range, no good. Dorsey gets the rebound, comes out. Now here comes Hammond. This is what he does. And Kendall Scott. That was a great dish. Took both players as Hammond's attacked. Got both players on defense to commit, and then the easy, soft dime to Kendall Scott for the dunk.
Big factor tonight is Montana Tech's ability to get back on defense. MACU is coming at you downhill the whole game.
And that's kind of the mantra of the Sooner Athletic Conference. And we heard in pregame, Coach Hyatt said he's well familiar with the style of play here in the Sooner Athletic Conference, and knew what he was getting into just from some past history. And it's always it's not really a half-court style game, which I think you're going to see more control and less of a high pace from Montana Tech. And they're going to just try to work the ball around, get an open shot, and hopefully it goes in. From 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Sendao Diallo.
If he gets going, he's fun to watch. Is that his first shot attempt?
No. That's actually He hit a bucket earlier. Kendall Scott, the very agile big man, and you see here, he can attack the basket from way out. They will have to, and they being Montana Tech, the defense of Montana Tech, will have to be really physical with Kendall Scott to keep him from being able to attack. If you can get him back to the basket, he's not quite as good as he is when he starts from 14, 13 feet and gets a dribble in. He really likes to attack from the front side. And Kendall Scott ties it up. Low-scoring affair at 11-11. They're going to get, they're going to get Kendall Scott. That's going to be his second foul pretty early in this game, only 7 minutes played. And Coach Gamblin is going to have to go to one of his youngsters, Quentin Woodson, the freshman, and he is vastly improved over the year, where he started early on in the year with not a whole lot of playing time. And I think, Coach, when we saw MACU come in for the host round of the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament here, he got a lot of quality minutes. Diallo trying to make something happen. No good. Here comes Hammonds. Hammonds can attack quickly, just like that. And they're going to have to do something about that. You got to do more than just get in front of Hammonds. You're going to have to attack him before he attacks you.
He's a streaky shooter if he gets going.
Yeah, but one thing he does, he knows how to compensate. His veteran savviness, he'll know if it's not on from long range, he'll just keep slashing to the basket. The shooter, no good. That was good defense by MACU. This young man can get hot too, Carlos Slaughter. He came in a few weeks ago during the season when they beat SAGU here on their home floor, and Slaughter had 23 points, I believe. So he's one of those very high-impact bench players that if you take him lightly, man, he will kill you. Trying to keep up with the substitutions. They're happening kind of fast. Both of these teams are very deep. They are not afraid to go 12 men into the roster at critical times. At neither side. They will play a lot of guys at you.
It's really good to get those guys in there early as well. And
yeah,
the old cliche, get the nerves out in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to play them early. You're going to need them late.
Terrence Gaines is off the bench in for MACU, as well as Carlos Slaughter. You got Hammonds and Dorsey kind of running the 1 and 2. Then you got Woodson playing the big guy in the middle.
It's great spacing.
They're getting really good looks, Montana Tech is. Hammonds knew what he was going to do, but the younger Woodson not quite seasoned enough for that play. Hammonds tries the double team, misses the scoop, and Hughes was actually in trouble there. Number 2. Camden Lawrence saves the day.
Montana Tech is really good at getting their hands in the passing lanes. They've already had, I think, 4 deflections.
From the corner, Gaines no good, but a good offensive rebound by the freshman Woodson. Dorsey, the floor general, every second of this game. He will be instructing. Oh, what a great rebound by Tony Dorsey. Just crept in there, got underneath the bigger Lawrence, and with a quick putback, now he punched out the ball from the dribbler there at the top. You'll see he pokes it out of Diallo's hands, which causes a reaction from the Diggers. Now MACU with the opportunity to increase this 2-point lead. Oh yeah, that's big body check there. That is going to go against Bridger Larson.
On the line, Isaiah Hammonds.
So Hammonds, really good shooter. 74% from the free throw line. Converts his first. And he gets his second. Hammonds has 4 points. Balach trying to make something go, and he gets poked away by Carlos Slaughter. Slaughter goes hard. He converts with the left-hand layup. Like you said, Coach, MACU's always looking to run downhill. Always. And they're going to
Montana Tech getting away from what they're good at, which is ball movement, open shooter.
Well, there is a MACU is definitely amped up their defensive end. They've extended out now, where earlier on Balach wasn't feeling the pressure. So a lot of shield pressure by MACU. That one's off by Larson. Easy rebound from MACU. One thing you're not seeing from Montana Tech is second chance opportunities. Christian Jones gets it. That was a fantastic pass by Darius Collins. I don't know if you'll see this on the replay, but that pass had a little bit of English on it. A little side spin.
When you play MACU, it's all about poise under pressure. If you can focus and run your sets, you will get good looks. But you have to have poise early in the offense and just get the shot you want and don't let them hurry you up.
There's 77,000 others who feel the same way. You'll never run out of room to grow. On the court, field, in the classroom, and as a person, you can learn more at NAIA.org.
Yeah, so, and I'm just looking through a few stats here. Definitely, I think you're going to have to crash the board just a little bit, especially right now, first half. You got to concentrate on that. Here's if I'm just going to make this, and I haven't watched a ton of Montana Tech. We just learned they were coming in. So you and I go to some scout footage and we try to find out what's the deal, what's coming at us. You can see that they're used to shooting really well, so they're great shooters. generally you get kind of in this mentality when you're a great shooting team, the law of unintended consequences begins to kick in, and you're used to seeing the ball go in the bucket. Why crash? I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna make sure we're back on defense, and that is often what happens with really great shooting teams. They don't have the offensive crash, get the rebound technique down, and it's kind of showing up right now, although they're playing great defense. Good, and there you go. There's some MACU second chance points. I would say maybe a third or a little more than a third of MACU's points have come off of second chance opportunities.
Really active on the glass. This is interesting. The out of the timeout, Montana Tech went to the 2-2-1 to obviously, kind of slow down MACU. Now they did it, except they gave up a second shot.
Right. So, and very vulnerable, especially if you extend that 2-2 out to try to create. Oh, wow, that almost went in from Hammonds.
And it feels like MACU is in control. And when you look at the score, it's only a 2-possession game. So.
Yeah, really. And that's just, credit Montana Tech with fantastic defense. Most teams, when we're used to seeing MACU and how they can actually build up and run away with, that time, this kind of looks like when they came in and played SAGU, they beat them by 22 points, and in the first half they really ran up the score quickly, and they had a double-digit lead playing like this. So credit to Montana Tech for not getting away, at least on defense. And that's, you go to new places, you go to new gyms, it looks different. Sometimes it takes a little while to get acclimated to the sight lines.
And we know they're really good. They have all those 40% three-point shooters. It's going to fall.
Yeah. And you assess that as two possessions based on 3-point shots. It's only a 6-point margin. 21-15 favor of MACU for those of you not watching the game but listening. And Hammonds still perfect from the free throw line. It's point number 5. And 6. 4 for 4 from the free throw line for Isaiah Hammonds. 8-point lead, MACU. The patience, that is just great patience, waiting for some of the off-the-ball activity to loosen up. It got tight. He waited, got a little space, and then went through the lane because he knew, hey, I got the size here.
Yeah,
Great job.
I like the idea of going into the post that possession, too, because the refs are calling it. So let's see if we can't get to the foul line if we're Montana Tech.
Yeah, and England, you can tell just by watching his footwork, he's going to be really good. He's not a turnover waiting to happen. So, yeah, go down. There they go again. And now Riggs is going to try to have some off-the-ball help. No good. There you go. Go back to the well.
I think I might do that until they stopped it.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea, Coach. Taylor England easing the Ore Diggers back into it.
And
Here comes Hammonds.
Downhill again.
Well, with him, he doesn't know how to run uphill. It's always, he's going to attack you, and it's going to be scary.
With the post play being asserted, that's going to open up those 40% shooters.
Yeah. So Got a big up top, kind of running this high-low set from your bigs. England down in the corner. He's got Kendall Scott on him, who's got 2 fouls. That was a nice little touch pass over the top, but good defense by MACU. Again, extra opportunities. Yeah, and England hits Hammonds.
Hammonds is a problem.
Always. We know this. We know this. He's just a gut punch. When when you're not even thinking you're fighting, he's just going to come right at you and deliver. He missed his first free throw there.
Well, MACU is winning. It seems like they're winning every 50-50 ball.
Yeah, right now they are. There's no doubt about that. And credit MACU, when they crash, they're very good at tipping out and chasing it down. Diallo. Now that's a great, just great over-the-top move. You're talking about coming downhill. That was really coming down. He got the speed and got past the defender. Here comes Dorsey. Dorsey, not a great pass. Not a great shot by Kumanovic. Bake. You're looking. Collins. He's just not finding the bucket, but he's finding really good looks.
Yeah, that was a great possession.
Yeah. That's off. Kendall Scott with a big rebound. Here's another second chance opportunity. It's almost like every time. Josiah Lewis going hard. Great rebound over the top. Played that angle really right. That's Michael Ure. Don't let him shoot. Oh, just a little bit off. He got great spacing on that. I don't think he could ask for much more on that. Caught it in rhythm. Just a little too hard. And good shooters always figure it out. They'll find the distance. They just need a few opportunities.
So we've simplified this game of basketball for you on our team. And we've learned that if you can get 6 kills in a game, that you're going to win that game. And a kill is 3 straight stops. Montana Tech just had their first kill of the game. Let's see if they can get 5 more. And the stats show they will win.
That was an unfortunate pass by Uri. He telegraphed it and easily read by Josiah Lewis. And he goes down for the easy 2-point bucket.
Got away from the post entry.
Here comes Bake. He's looking. He settles it. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a little too much contact from Hammonds. Coming across right there. Uri goes to the bench and Balach back in. And that's one guy they really need to get going. He's a potent scorer, Caleb Balach, sophomore, averaging just under 17 points a game. Man, that would have been a fantastic rebound by Cody Bumstock.
Really need to step over and take that
That was he didn't go straight to the basket. He kind of slid it. So that's so risky. You want to get the charge, but you kind of have to lean into it.
And not a whole lot of contact there, but
yeah.
On the line, Tony Dorsey.
Dorsey, no good with his first free throw of the night. Converts his second, though. He shoots a 69% clip. Christian Jones gets it up top to Bumstark. Jones has a beautiful look, just a little too hard. Dorsey slows it down. And why not? You got a 6-point lead. No need to rush. Dorsey short. What a rebound by Quentin Woodson. Oh, wow. He just goes so hard to the bucket. Look at this. Look how low he's down. He's thinking dunk, I believe. But the rim protector in Bumstark did exactly the right thing there.
Hammonds is fun to watch,
He is.
but miserable to play against, I'm sure.
You got to bow up when you play a guy like Hammonds. Relentless. And it's just hard not to foul him. Diallo, bring you up. Now in the middle. And that's right at the buzzer.
Great defense.
It was incredible defense. Had to just kind of heave one up. That came from Bridger Larson. That's going to be a charge. Yep. Balach.
And that's the answer, I think.
That is the answer, but the problem, they actually, it was perfect defense for Hammonds, against Hammonds, because they triangulated and then they closed it down, where what Hammonds likes to do is get into one-on-one situation and then take you out and then outspeed you and go around you, where now you're behind. Well, he just had to go through three of them then. So they're just going to have to like triangulate that defense and then kind of collapse down on Hammonds. They're going to get Dorsey with his second foul. Surprised they let that sub happen before the first free throw. Diallo comes in shooting 70% from the free throw line. He averages 17 points a game and actually shoots 36% from the three-point line.
And he's a big focal point of their offense. He's 1/5 of their shots are by him, 22%.
Wow. Wow, and we're used to seeing that. That is Caleb Riggs, who has gotten very good at taking you down to the paint and then kind of falling back ever so slightly so he can create space to get that little one-hander kiss off the glass. And he converts those at a high clip these days. It's good. And I didn't catch whether that was a 30-second. They're telling me that was a 30-second timeout. So 4 timeouts left for MACU and 5 timeouts left for Montana Tech. Diallo will bring the ball up for Montana Tech. Wide open. Got in full rhythm, and that's what you're really looking for. Caleb Belite shoots 40% exactly, right on the nose from the three-point line. Josiah Lewis, kind of awkward jump shot there. It was way short.
Big stop for them. They can finish
shot
on
clock
a high.
Shot clock is off. And if you can get Balach, there he goes. Nice 3 look, and that's in, and he's going to collect a foul. That's and one situation. That could be a tie ball game if he converts this free throw.
Great ball fake, sidestep, and then the smooth release.
Balach is a 78% shooter from the free throw line. The odds tell you that it's likely to go in. And it does. That is a tie ball game. Wow. This is really being perfectly played into the hands of Montana Tech.
Hey, we got a turnover.
Great defense. There's a turnover. Christian Jones didn't just relax because there was 4.5 seconds left on the clock. Applied some pressure and forced a turnover. Balach. Oh, that almost went in. Wow. Good looking shot. And both of these teams go to the locker room with no lead. Wow. And this kind of plays into the hands of Montana Tech, I would say, because if they can do the same thing, repeat, well, MACU would only have 60 points at the end of this game. Yeah. And to me, I think that would be a little frustrating to a team that is used to scoring 81 points a game.
And Montana Tech really kind of, they had a slow start.
Well, they haven't shot well. Let's just be quite frank about it.
So they should love it. 30-30, they should love this.
Oh, you better believe it. And, going in thinking we shot way under our normal long-range shooting percentage, and we're going to come out with a tie? Huh. Great defense, guys. Nice pat on the back, and then you're the coach. You get in there in the locker room.
But if I'm Montana Tech,
say, hey guys, keep playing the great defense.
Yeah. If I'm Montana Tech,
shots are going to fall,
and I'm going to go back to a couple possessions there where we threw it into the post and got really good looks, and I'm going back to that. I'm going to make MACU adjust to me in that part of the game. And then they got to do something with Hammonds.
Okay, I'm being told that Jazz Williams down on the floor with assistant coach Tyler Miller of Montana Tech. I'm sorry. I got that. I believe it's Coach Upshaw from MACU. Jazz, take it away before I ruin it.
Thanks, John. Coach, your team has been dominating on the boards, and transition offense is outstanding as expected to be. How has this played out for your team, and is there anything more that you could have done?
Well, I thought we had a pretty good defensive first half until the last 30 seconds. We had 2 missed switches that were just kind of bonehead plays right there by us. But other than that, we were pretty good defensively. They're physical, tough, big. We have to do another 20 minutes of boxing out. And then if we can get the rebounds, then that allows us to get in transition.
What are you and your coaching staff telling your team? What message are you giving to them to rile them up going into the second half and continue this momentum that you had in the first half?
Yeah. Well, we just got to have another 20 minutes of defense. I thought we missed a lot of open looks that we usually make in the first half, and I think those numbers will come back. As long as we continue to defend and rebound, I think we'll be all right in the second half.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz, and thank you, Coach Upshaw. That's head coach Josh Gamblin's head assistant. And what a great coaching crew. We're very familiar with MACU and just the amazing job they do year in and year out. And we mentioned it in pregame. Coach Gamblin's already got a national championship under his belt. I mean, this guy he knows how to get it done. And that's got to be a little scary just when you're prepping for games, right? You know, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm probably not going to throw too much new at him, and he's probably going to be able to adjust, well, as you can see. But Coach Hyatt said, hey, you're going to have to play our style the way we do this, and then I'll live with it if you can get your guys to respond to that and you win. But it's a tie ball game, yes, but I think it is leaning into the favor of the Montana Tech's style of play. And considering how poorly they shot in the first half, you got to think, man, that the shooter's going to wake up and could get a little scary for MACU. So this top-seeded team here I believe we're in the Liston bracket. They're number 3 in the Liston bracket. So highly rated amongst the Raiders. And there you go. There's the Liston quadrant, I guess I should say. There's 4 quadrants, and there's some games going on, Coach. This is exciting, man. It's not just us. It's a lot of games happening in the NAIA tonight, and that's just a lot of fun. I love watching scoreboards and seeing teams play, and this is going to be
MACU is not your typical 14 seed, I'll tell you that.
No, that does put them in, like, overall kind of at an at-large bid. They're number 56. I think they might be a little better than the top 50 team. But Montana Tech, for sure, a great team. They've had some big wins over big teams as well. They come out of the Frontier Conference, and which has performed very well late as of the last few years, I guess. So there's 64 teams playing tonight, and we're going to keep you up on all of that goings on throughout the night. You see the number 1 Oklahoma Wesleyan, at least and we're very familiar with Coach Donnie Bostwick, and he's just greatness wherever he goes.
I'm surprised he's only got 23 points so far.
It is the postseason. I think if you would have said to the MACU fans, you're surprised that they only have 30, then you know, it scratched their head a little bit. But we're going to do some scoreboard watching. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. We're going to give an opportunity for our sponsors to have a word. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
When you trust someone with your money, you're part of something greater than yourself. You're investing in a principle that it takes individuals to create a community, that a meaningful purpose can be found in a calling, that at some point, everyone will need a helping hand, that we are stronger when we support each other, That's why at AGCU, we donate 10% of our annual profit to ministry, education, and humanitarian causes. At AGCU, we're banking with a purpose so you can live for yours.
I would tell students to expect to make their lifelong friends. It's not hard to find your community because SAGU is home. You can find people that either have the same passion as you or it can be completely different, but at the same time, you're able to network, but they're also going to help you along the way too.
There's such a community there, and throughout my 3 years at SAGU, I built so many connections, so many opportunities, and not only the students care about you, they pray for you, and they guide you to your God-given gift and your God-given talent.
Community starts here.
In the recruiting process, we went to a lot of NCAA, D1, D2, D1 AA, FCS, FBS, just all of them. And it's quite a process. And what we like about the NAIA is that's what they're focusing on, is the student athlete and their character and their future, and it's about them.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character. It just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership, being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
When you trust someone with your money, you're part of something greater than yourself. You're investing in a principle that it takes individuals to create a community, that a meaningful purpose can be found in a calling, that at some point, everyone will need a helping hand, that we are stronger when we support each other. That's why at AGCU, we donate 10% of our annual profit to ministry, education, and humanitarian causes. At AGCU, we're banking with a purpose so you can live for yours.
And we're back. The teams are out of the locker room, getting warmed up for what I expect, Coach, to be an incredible second half. I mean, this is kind of it, right? I said before the game, I thought that Montana Tech would come in, maybe dominate, 8-point favorite. Nope. Then I said, wait a minute, we're in postseason play here. This is one and done.
Everybody's 0-0.
All right, so right now we're going to throw it down courtside to Jazz Williams. She is with assistant coach Tyler Miller for Montana Tech. Go ahead, Jazz.
Thanks, John. Coach, you've held MACU to shooting 1 of 11 from beyond the arc. What does this mean for your team? How would you assess your team's performance?
We've done a great job on number 12, Briggs. We know that he's a big-time shooter. 70% of his attempts all year have been from three. We know he's going to come out and try to gun, so we just told our guys every catch, they got to stay up, hands are up on him every time, and that's our biggest component right now to stopping the threes because we know that he is their three-point shooter.
What did you tell your team in the locker room to start up the second half?
Need to be a lot more physical on the boards. They out-rebounded us on the offensive side. The other thing is we got to play off 2 feet. The biggest thing, too, is just create the contact at the rim, and then we'll get the calls at the basket.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz, and thanks, Coach Miller. All kind of the things we figured that they would discuss. And we had said that you do have to create a little more contact. And the Montana Tech, towards the end of the first half, you started seeing they were putting a lot more pressure and body on Hammonds. He wasn't having his way like he was in the first 12, 13 minutes of that half. And that was key. He didn't talk about that. But one significant point is they knew they kind of had to come in and concentrate on Riggs and keep him, because we said early on, you cannot let him get hot. Because if he heats up, man, it kind of heats everybody else up. Now we're back to live action in the Schaefer Center. MACU, there's Riggs. Speaking of Riggs, great defense by Darius Collins, getting a little more than a hand in his face. And I don't even believe Riggs drew iron on that one. Diallo. Oh, Tony Dorsey. I mean, wow. Great follow by Kendall Scott. Dorsey may have just gotten a little too fancy right there. Could have just gone straight up. I think he was a little concerned about maybe collecting a charge.
Yeah. I felt like Diallo may have been bumped on the other end.
England with a bit of a poor pass. That was a great backdoor cut. Oh, that's just fantastic. Fundamental basketball by Drew Hughes. Hughes was the one on the backdoor cut. He made it happen. He was wide open. England just kind of missed him. Oh, great. I don't know if we'll see that on the replay, but I love that. Look at, oh yeah, watch this. Just full throttle fist throw to make sure that ball got knocked out.
And that's how they started the first half. Hands in the passing lanes, and let's see if they can keep it going here in the second half. They're going to need to.
Here comes Scott. Very nice. Got a great touch over the top. Hughes, content to survey and just see what's available. Oh, they're going down low to England again. Nice pass by Collins. Wow, great ball movement. Created a wide open look for Balach.
That inside-outside game, I really think that's their bread and butter.
Yeah,
hard to guard.
I mean, if they can continue that method right there, that really broke down the defense of MACU, which has been playing at a very high level. Diallo.
Now the offense is starting to show up a little bit.
Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Both teams warming up to putting the ball in the bucket. And it would be a mistake to leave Kendall Scott wide open that close, that far out, I should say. He's actually a really good shooter. And Dorsey tried to get a foul off of his three-point shot. The refs were not buying it. Quick shot. Okay, now we're starting to see a little bit of a trend, and Coach Gamblin knows. I mean, he's done the work. He understands what the scout footage says, and they did such a great job with extending the defense out to keep Montana Tech from getting good looks. All right, we're in a full timeout right now. We're going to throw it to a message from our sponsor. We'll be right back. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
When you trust someone with your money, you're part of something greater than yourself. You're investing in a principle that it takes individuals to create a community, that a meaningful purpose can be found in a calling, that at some point, everyone will need a helping hand, that we are stronger when we support each other. That's why at AGCU, we donate 10% of our annual profit to ministry, education, and humanitarian causes. At AGCU, we're banking with a purpose so you can live for yours.
If you are just tuning in right now, well, you probably couldn't have picked a better spot to tune in because it is starting to get exciting here in the Schaefer Center down in a chilly. Coach, it's starting to get to mid-March. It might be 29 degrees outside. I know everyone up in Montana kind of laughs. Yeah, that's a heat wave for you guys. I get it, but not down here. It is cold. I gotta call this game in my jacket and my sweater. MACU content with playing good half-court offense and patience. Dorsey trying to make something happen, creates contact. No call by the referee, which I would agree with. There we go. Kind of back to your idea, Coach. Get England the ball. And down in the post, he did such good work in the first half.
It's only been positive, right?
Yeah. It actually dug them out of a hole. They were starting to trend closer to I think at that point it was an 8-point deficit. Yeah. And he got two great possessions and cut the lead out. Let's see what he's like from the free throw line, and he's good on his first one. And that is Taylor England. He is the third leading scorer on this team, but he's for big. He shoots 71% from the free throw line, and really that's really where you want. He's almost as good from the field, just in his field goal, as he is from his free throw line. He shoots 65% from the floor. Here comes Riggs. That's just good defense. I mean, you can see Riggs not getting a good, clean look there.
Great halftime adjustment.
Oh, that was in and out by Diallo.
Here comes Hammonds.
Yep.
But the wall is there. It wasn't there in the first half.
That's a good way to put it. Like that paints a great picture, a visual picture. They are sucking down on defense to create the help to just slow. If you could just slow Hammond down, you've done something positive. Woodson in the game for MACU, the freshman, playing down low because Kendall Scott in a little bit of foul trouble. England, fantastic defense, swatting it away, creating a hard way to go for Woodson. Oh.
I think it's time for Riggs to get going. What do you think?
Did you get a text from Coach Gamblin? Because I'm sure that's exactly what he's thinking. And Riggs, they're just applying great pressure on
They're
Riggs.
doing a good job on
it. And it's been mostly Darius Collins. That has been his assignment.
Yeah, and he's not even getting attempts. And he's usually, he shoots a lot of MACU shots.
Oh, Dorsey from the corner, wide open. That is way off. But as usual, Hammonds somewhere around it. Got it, put it right back up. Thought he got fouled on the way back. Blotch. That was 3 attempts right there. Now that's something a little different than the first half is, and you can see the adjustment. I am sure Coach Hyatt made that adjustment in the locker room. Guys, we got to crash. I get it. You're great shooters, but you stop running back. Don't just assume it's going to go in. We've got to play fundamental basketball crash. We've seen them crash already more in this half than 6 minutes than they did all first 20 minutes of the game.
And they hit on something that possession. The back door has been open. And that was the first time they actually, hit the back door, and it ended up in positive results.
Going back to the corner, as Caleb Slaughter got it off to Hammonds. Hammonds missed. Like you said, Hammonds is a real streak shooter. If he can't get it going from long range, then he's just going to get on the Black Diamond Hill and start going right to the basket. I know he was 30 feet out from the oh my goodness.
Getting scrappy down there.
Now that's really big time scrappy play.
So we talked about
Drew Hughes.
First half, MACU's getting all the 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
That's almost night and day in the second half. Montana Tech is now getting all of the 50-50 balls, and the scoreboard is reflecting. Just kind of get that feeling like they're starting to flex their will on this game.
And just some of the long-range shots are finding their way in. Now, here comes Hammond. And they're going to say Hammond lost that and award that possession back to Montana Tech.
And they go to the bench and bring in 2 more 40% three-point shooters.
Collins and Hughes go to the bench, and you got, wow, the great shooter and ball handler in Keely Bake. Trying to go down low. Did not work.
Good move. Oh.
Yeah, just a little too much pressure, and the rim protector is in the game for Montana Tech now. Baumstark does a great job on defense for just paint protection, not just rim protection, but paint protection. Oh, yeah. Good move. Baumstark lost it.
Well, a low-scoring game would favor Montana Tech, and they're working the shot clock every possession. They're keeping this in their wheelhouse.
Yep, and definitely getting more second chance opportunities, or attempts, I should say. Running a little wheel out top just to burn a little time. I think Coach Gamblin also wants to take some time out of this. Good idea when you're playing great shooters. Keep the ball out of their hand. There's Carlos Slaughter. He's another one. He's another one. Like Caleb Briggs. Can heat up quick. Hang 6 or 7 on you before you know it. Just such great patience. Going down to England. Nice help defense there. Thought it was going to work, but England just rose to the challenge. There's Hammond.
That's what MACU's got to get back to.
Yeah, Bob and the Whedon. So really that possession, what we saw in that specific instance was MACU beat them down the court. And therefore, you can get it to Hammond, and he's going to be able to go one-on-one with whoever's in front of him. There's not the ability for Montana Tech to step in, provide help defense, collapse, and slow him down. So they've got to get that first outlet pass right after the rebound up to half court, make sure they are in front and create a good numbers game for themselves if they're going to be successful. Now, it's just a 6-point game.
Well,
Montana Tech 48, MACU 42.
Yeah, and what was impressive about that is after a make. They beat them down the floor after a make.
Yeah. No, the outlet pass was all the way up to the half court.
That's MACU basketball.
Right. You got to be looking for that more. They've kind of settled into this half court offense, which is good. I mean, I love the patience. I think patience game in postseason play is a key. You got to be able to play that game. But one of the strengths for MACU is let's get out and run.
When another team works the clock and scores, sometimes it makes you take a quick one on the other end that you shouldn't take. But MACU's got to realize their strength is in their speed.
That was actually a really good take, but no bueno on the shot. It did not hit the rim. So that is going to be a shot clock violation. And that's just some fantastic defense by MACU. Oh, Lewis, with a great take. I was busy just watching. That was very graceful.
It was.
By Josiah Lewis, and in and out, unfortunately for him. Oh, good cut. Diallo out to the corner. Man, the big guy. Michael Ure hits from the corner. Hammond, and obviously that's the go-to, and that's why we've been saying it. Is he's so powerful. You got to do more than just bump him on the arm and hack him. He can put it in. And credit to Montana Tech, they've been delivering, powerful fouls, good, appropriate, powerful fouls.
Was that who did they call that on England? If they did, that's 3 or 4 on you. That could be huge down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to survey a little bit of the statistics. He's got 3. England does 3 fouls, and I think no one else is really considered to be in foul trouble. There's a few with 2. Woodson has 3, and you don't see on the board yet, but so does the other big, Kendall Scott, which is critical for Scott to be able to play in the last 5 minutes of this game. That's going to be a huge asset for Coach Gamblin, and I think that's why he's kind of taking the risk with the youngster in Woodson out there, because Woodson's been playing very well. And let me try to get Kendall Scott under 5 minutes of play, maybe 6 minutes with 2 fouls. And I think he can go the distance. Oh, great! Steal by Carlos Slaughter. That's going to stay with MACU. Little full court defense.
I love it.
Didn't even look like necessarily a press. Just a kind of a straight 55 full court. The step back in and out for Hammonds. And that was a big bullet dodged by Montana Tech. They're going to say Hammonds he had, you'll see his left hand over the top. Now he's going to say that 20, stuck his foot out.
The old Dirk Nowitzki ball screen.
And that's just being savvy. Extending. When you got long legs like that, you can extend and get kind of away with it. There's a little ticky-tack there on Woodson. I think we let him play. They're going to say a travel. I don't know if it really was, but it did look awkward. Let's see. Right here, it's got left foot down. Yeah, it actually came down before the ball hit the floor. His
I think
left
he just
foot
didn't
popped up.
want to call a foul.
Okay, fair. No, his left foot popped up
yeah,
before
you're
the ball
right,
hit. Oh, Carlos Slaughter. Again, I remind you, Carlos Slaughter is in the game.
Slaughter is a difference maker.
If you underestimate his ability to put the ball in the bucket, it will be to your demise. Gaines, the youngster, gets tied up a little too much. And actually, team fouls highly in the Orediggers' favor. Oh, that was a great block by Hammonds. Just jumped up. Nice. Wow.
Defense. Great pass and then great defense.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hammonds saw it, and Woodson just a little bit slow on his feet. Balach tries to take it over the top because the defense was there, and that was no go. Yeah, he couldn't get set, and that's what Hammonds does. That's the Hammonds effect.
Yes,
right. You're moving all the time. You got to stay in front, but you can't get set. He's too fast.
He forces you to foul or move.
Yeah. Yep. Something I saw the referee, somebody at the scorer's table got his attention, and I think it might have to do with the shot clock. Anyway,
we're gearing up for a barn burner.
Yeah, what's happening around the nation? There's the Liston Quadrant, which is what we're in, and got quite a few games going on in this first half. Every pod has 2 games tonight, so where it's blank and score, that's going to happen just a little bit later. Oklahoma Wesleyan extending their lead out to 11. Not sure.
Well, they added a point to Montana Tech.
So there was something going on at the scorer's table, and I think they have added it up manually and concluded that it needed to be 51, not 50. Bloch has 2 MACU players. He gets it over to Collins. Darius Collins. Wow. Just senior clutch. That 3 right there was huge.
It was.
Oh,
right back at you.
The youngster, Gaines, says, I can do that too. Over the top defense, Woodson. Here comes Hammonds. He gets it to Riggs. Riggs way off the mark, but how did Hammonds?
Hammonds is everywhere.
Oh my goodness, is there a clone out there?
Oh, one more to
Gaines
Hammonds.
is off. Look at Hammonds. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing. See what this foul is. They're going to say that's on Gaines. He slapped at the ball. And that is actually going to send Collins. He's already aware. I don't know if everybody else was, but he's been astutely watching the scoreboard, especially the team fouls. And that is 7 fouls against MACU, which puts Montana Tech into 1-1. Collins hits the 3 but misses the free. Riggs a little closer that time. Oh, that's a great rebound. McKendall Scott, bake. It was actually a really good foul.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let them have a gimme like that.
Now, especially against the big. Say, you got to earn this one from the free throw line, big man. But
Riggs is about to heat up, by the way.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
You think? Well, just because he got a little closer.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him take a rhythm shot yet.
Right.
So as soon as he finds and gets his feet set and gets in that rhythm, ooh, in and out.
Credit to Montana Tech. They've kept him off balance.
They really have. They knew it, and we heard assistant coach Tyler Miller mention that earlier, that they were going to concentrate, not let Riggs beat them. There's still a lot of game left to play. And Kendall Scott hits 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Oh, good defense. Bake.
Yes. Oh, look at this. Great pass.
Oh, somehow Josiah Lewis missed that. And okay, that was an interesting sequence because they had a couple opportunities MACU did. And Bloch I'm not going to accuse him of a flop, but that's as close as you get for a flop. But incredibly smart because he's down on the ground, which is a bit of an obstacle. Josiah Lewis rises up, and he's not got much of a place to come down except on to Balach, and he misses him, but it was enough to distract him from a point-blank layup and miss it.
MACU's occasional full-court pressure defense has really got Montana Tech in a bad spot. I think we'll see more of that.
That was unfortunate because it was such great full-court pressure there, and they got exactly what they wanted out of it, the turnover, and couldn't convert on point-blank shots, 2 of them. Baumstark hit both of his free throws, which I believe in our conversation right before the game, Coach, I said this could very well come down to free throws.
Always does, doesn't it?
Well, feels like it in these,
win ball games.
In these types of situations. It's hard to imagine, that it would this early in the tournament. First round, a 3 seed against a 14 seed. But in the NAIA, the top, there's very little difference between the top and the bottom in a 64 chart. Yeah, buzzer, that was tough.
It's hard to win. NAIA it's really high-level basketball. All of these teams are good.
Across the board, across the board. So, all right, so he's shooting a free throw, and the buzzer went off. I don't know if you heard it on the ambient mics or not, but the buzzer did go off after he released it, which, and I know Montana Tech's not going to agree with this because it is negatively affecting. And I would feel the exact same way, really, if I'm in the shoes. But technically, that is the right call. It didn't go off before he shot. It went off after he shot. Montana Tech did not try to rebound, and the rebound came directly to a MACU player. Well,
but did they not try to rebound because the horn went off?
Well, absolutely, but
so
still.
Why not jump ball? Is that what they did, or no?
I didn't see the possession error change, so I couldn't officially say that. I think they went with, because it was after the shot, it was just normal play. It was just an inverted type thing. You would have to steal a possession away. Oh, my goodness. Balach just pressure. With a bad, just bad pass.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe, hopefully that doesn't make a difference in the ball game. But
no, they're going. 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes. We're talking.
Buzzer sounds. Everybody stops.
Technically, there was no advantage gained other than
the rebound.
The rebound, which they would have probably gotten anyway.
Yes.
Tough inbound pass by Balach. It happens, but man, that was just awkward.
What's the MACU shooting percentage in the second half?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm sure our stats crew is going to be on that. Oh, Hammonds. Oh, my goodness. It's just incredible. And Lewis, make sure he hit that one. England taking it hard to Kendall Scott. Oh, great rebound and putback by Balach. And Coach Hyatt really trying to get his point across. with the refs that his guys got fouled. And I think there's going to be an official warning assessed. We're waiting for final decision.
Well, he wanted his timeout, and the ref wasn't looking his direction as you should be at that moment.
Yeah, it's just a combination of things, and the frustration. I do like that the ref. We've seen some sensitive refs around here. This crew's been good, and early, without warning tees and things like that. So I'm glad that the ref in that particular instance gave Coach Hyatt the opportunity to bend his ear a little bit. And good referees understand. I mean, this is the heat of competition. It's postseason play. They're fighting for everything. They got to give them some grace. And I love it that Coach Hyatt's out there just giving it everything. Like, he's asking everything from his players, and he's setting the example. Here comes MACU.
MACU has the ability to score points in bunches.
Especially with him. Oh, wow. Okay. Diallo. I think, pound for pound, Diallo and Hammonds are equally quick. They have a slightly different approach as they run downhill, but that was a good tie-up by Diallo. Hammonds now on Diallo. There's a double team. Diallo tries to go over the top. No good. Dorsey. Woo. Okay, that's just fantastic vision. Just knowing, and lots of practice together between Scott and Dorsey there. Oh, that was out of bounds.
There's Hammonds again.
Hammonds just tenacious.
Big shot.
Oh my goodness. Josiah Lewis ties it up with a clutch 3-point shot. Wide open. Now, under 5 minutes. And like I said, I guess maybe I've seen a lot of Coach Gamblin's methods, so you knew. But he did what he had to do, saved Scott for the last 5 minutes. Now we're under 5 minutes. What happens as soon as he comes in?
Yeah.
He gets a bucket. So he's fresh and still has two fouls. So we're going to look at the fouls for MACU at this point. No red light alert yet, but 3 of the 5 MACU players on the floor right now have 3 fouls. One more foul from MACU. Montana Tech's in the double bonus. That's not a great scenario. And Montana Tech. Man, that's tough, man. That's 4 on Hammonds. That's a tough one. And now you're going to get 2 free ones. Collins missed his last one. And I'm just waiting for the fouls to register. Yeah, okay. Now everything's caught up on the scoreboard. Hammonds definitely has 4 fouls. He's got to play with a different strategy. Now, he's the kind of athlete that can provide great defense.
He's
tone
really,
it down. Yeah, he's just not going. Don't reach.
He's
just
a really high IQ player.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about him.
Yeah. He's as long as he doesn't get caught reaching, that's going to be the killer, like he did last time. Okay. That looks to me like it's going to be a full timeout and a chance for us to kick it to our sponsors who have greatly supported us. We will be back in just a few seconds. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
When you trust someone with your money, you're part of something greater than yourself. You're investing in a principle that it takes individuals to create a community, that a meaningful purpose can be found in a calling, that at some point, everyone will need a helping hand, that we are stronger when we support each other. That's why at AGCU, we donate 10% of our annual profit to ministry, education, and humanitarian causes. At AGCU, we're banking with a purpose so you can live for yours.
We're back live in the Schaefer Center here at the Waxahachie site, part of the Liston bracket. One of the 16 sites providing double headers tonight, 32 games, 64 teams. The madness of March ensues our lives, and I love it. I just absolutely love it. So much fun, and it's 59-59, Coach.
We're in for a good one here.
3 minutes and 44 seconds. MACU with the ball. And there's Riggs. He hits his first three of the night.
Right on time.
And you've played such great defense on Caleb Riggs all night. You've taken him out of the game, executed the game plan, exactly what they said they were going to do. You can't afford to let up on him now. Here comes England. Balach. And they're going to get Dorsey with the foul. It's actually a really good foul. Balach would have crushed that one. Yep.
Sort of like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah,
they just
it is.
keep trading punches.
Yeah. This is what it's about. Balach, 77% free throw shooter. Really almost 78%. Hits his first.
MACU with only one timeout left. Montana Tech has 3.
It's a 1-point ball game. 62-61 favor MACU Evangels. And you got the team. Coach Gamblin has the team in now, the end of game team. Oh, Kendall Scott. I don't know how he missed that. That was just weird. Looked like it was going in.
And Hammonds with that reach down there. He's a little brave.
He cannot forget he's got 4 fouls. But, man, his intensity is at an all-time high. That was nice, but good defense. Again, slap at the ball. So risky there on Hammonds. But it was enough to distract England from hitting that. And then they commit a foul. So, 2 key players for MACU on the floor right now in the most critical time of the game have 4 fouls. Dorsey, Hammonds, your number 1, number 2 ball handlers and defensive players. Scott can shoot that. That's off.
I try to go to Riggs there. He just hit one.
Yeah, that's tough, but he's wide open. And he can hit that. Wide open. Took his time. Wow. I mean, that was just as composed as you'll ever see. Did not rush. Got in rhythm.
He's been there before.
Yeah. That's off the mark. Hammonds just has not been able to convert from long distance.
There it is.
And he's out. He's done. Hammonds has played such a great game. Such a great game. Incredible. And he's MACU's not out of it, but he's the fate of the rest of his collegiate career right here depends on his teammates keeping him in the game.
And plenty of time and plenty of firepower still out there.
Oh, yeah.
I think it just changes a little bit.
Well, I think you're right in the last possession where you said we got to get it in Riggs' hands if we want to get some offensive momentum. And, of course, that's a foul. Oh, that took a tough shot to the midsection, Balach. And he's going to walk it off. And that's going to actually be an inbounds play. It is a foul, but it's only the 6th team foul. So the next one will put MACU in the 1-on-1 situation. Here comes Dorsey. Gets it. Oh, Kendall Scott could not handle it.
Great feed.
It was. It was kind of broken right there. But, what a great pass. Tony Dorsey. We're calling for Riggs to get into action, but...
Oh, they missed it. Of course, they want to work the shot clock anyway, but they had a guy running free.
Montana Tech comes down. They say, okay, we'll play patience on offense. Set up a good half court. Oh, great ball fake. Long arms of Kendall Scott. That's tough because that could have been Dorsey's 5th foul right there.
Yeah.
Watch this. He'll push right there. I mean, it was as obvious as it could be. Collins goes up, actually blocks it. Riggs has just got to go in and look for a shot. Him and Josiah Lewis, they can shoot. There's Lewis.
Lewis is a smooth offensive player.
Really smooth. Here comes the defense, and that's going to be a timeout for Montana Tech. Now, you got a good defensive game plan, keeping Caleb Riggs out of it, right? He's only hit 1 3 on you. But Hammonds is out. Dorsey almost out. Kendall Scott has still 3 fouls. So that's a good option down low, especially if you're only down 1. And
this is probably the biggest defensive possession for MACU on the year right here. Let's see if they can get this stopped. Montana Tech, on the other hand, they're trying to work that clock. I would maybe go back inside-outside game.
Yeah, and Coach Hyatt knew that right away and said, hey, look, we're going to have to talk about this. So drawing up the game plan. Now, they've been running a 55 full court, pressure defense. Not exactly a full court press.
Yeah, they've been letting them hit the post player.
Right.
Maybe they changed that now.
You got to be careful. If you're going to go into the 55 mode, you're going to be vulnerable for the home run.
Yes.
So I think Coach Gamblin's probably telling them right now, we need extreme pressure, but we cannot be beat on the home run. So going to be interesting. You might see more of a classic 2-2-1.
Maybe put Dorsey in the back to keep him from reaching. Or
I think he's going to want all that speed up front, just trying to knock the ball loose. That wouldn't be a bad idea. At least maybe put him in the middle. But, okay, so it's going to be Token now. Diallo. Handles there were a little scary, but he kept it. Not much off the ball movement, so they're looking. This is the go-to player Oh, my goodness.
Big shot.
And that was huge. 25 seconds. Just a few seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
There he is.
Oh, we got tipped. England came out of nowhere. Looked like Superman. Went up and got it. Wow. What a great effort. Yep, and Coach Gamlin, he's going to have to spend that last time out here.
Now, Montana Tech misses. Foul or defend?
At 15 seconds, you got to foul.
I like to let it get to about 5. But, yes.
I don't know, man.
I'm always curious about your philosophy on the foul or defend.
Yeah, I'm always going to try to give myself as much clock as possible. So your scenario is if they miss and they get
if it's
the ball.
still a 3-point ball game.
Yeah, no,
MACU gets the ball.
Yeah.
And, some people will wait till it gets to 5. Some people will do it automatically. Some people will just defend.
The next one puts them in 1-1. So Montana Tech's in a perfect position to foul right now. Right?
Yes.
But
what do? Do you foul?
Oh,
or
I'm
do you
fouling
defend?
immediately. To be honest with you, I'm not really even caring what the coach is going to tell me right now. I'm fouling the dude. Absolutely. It's a 1-1 situation. I'm not going to give him a chance. I mean, Riggs too dangerous. Josiah Lewis can shoot the ball.
And they got a good look, but Montana Tech with an unbelievable closeout to get that hand on that shot.
Yeah, that was just phenomenal play by Taylor England. Okay. I was going to say, what are they doing? But that does put him on the line. So in your philosophy, you say defend. Well, that would be good right there because you knocked a lot of time off the clock and you put him on the line for the 1-1. So that's really good.
Well, I'm up 5. I would not be fouling, but yes, I see what you're saying.
Well, yeah, up 5. Let's see. Yeah,
I'm going to let him shoot. I'm going to play good defense.
But when we were talking about it, it was a 3-point game.
You're right. In that scenario, yes. Yep. That's what I would have done.
But it worked perfect for Montana Tech.
It did.
And that is going to send Taylor England to the line to shoot a guaranteed 2. And I would imagine he hits these 2. It is signed, sealed, and deliver Montana Tech to tomorrow's game. The gym's getting very quiet. Big hit. And I'm trying to think of a scenario that could put MACU in some kind of position with 7 seconds left. I mean,
well,
this makes
Reggie
it
Miller
6
has
there. Yeah, I mean, it's 7 seconds. I just basically you got to hit 2 half-court shots here. And somehow you got to get the ball back.
So 7 seconds, you can do 7 things. So let's get a really quick look at a 3, make it go down, and then let's foul immediately, and let's hope they miss their foul shots, and then do it again.
Yeah.
Heavyweight fight, though.
Michael Opal says, light the W on the hill. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds like they're excited to get this win up in Montana. And, yeah, we can dig it, Annabo. The Digs, one of the many nicknames, I think, that come out of the Ore Diggers as the mascot. Game well played, as we just assumed it would be by Montana Tech.
They just have a calmness about them.
Yeah, it is great. This is just a man. I love this basketball. I love it. And Josiah Lewis, yeah, it just takes too much time to get down, get a layup. So just need to get a touch, and there it is. Ball game. The Ore Diggers advance to layer 2 of the
valiant effort by MACU,
which would be the final 32, the round of final 32. And that round will definitely happen here in the Schaefer Center tomorrow night, 5:30. So they filled that part, that name plate of the bracket. Well played, Ore Diggers from Montana Tech. He did a great job handling a very good MACU team. That says a lot. I mean, we know MACU. We understand how high level of a win that is. But they brought some fans, and they were loud, and that was really great to see. They responded really well when things were not going their way, and you said they just kept calm, cool, and collected, and it's kind of, I think, been their mantra.
Yeah, it's survive and advance season.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. MACU, hats off to you. You had a great season.
Coach Gamblin and the staff and the players, Hammonds and Dorsey. Wow. It's just been a pleasure to watch them play over the years, and they've been a great impact on Sooner Athletic Conference play. So that was fun. Okay, we're going to go down to the court side where our own Jazz Williams is with the player of the game, Sindao Diallo. Jazz, take it away.
Thanks, John. Amazing game. Diallo, you finished with 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. What was your mindset coming into this opening national tournament game?
My mindset was just get everybody involved and just really just play team basketball. Not one person can win the national tournament by themselves. And teamwork is what got us here. So just continue to trust my team. I know when I drive, people are going to help, and it just leaves wide open shooters. So it just makes the game so simple if you just do that. So
you mentioned team basketball. How are you and your team going to take this win and move on tomorrow to a back-to-back game at 2 p.m. and play again versus the winner of this next game?
So, really, we can't really dwell on it, like it's win or go home. We survived the little first round. Now it's off to the second round. We just got to not really enjoy this and just learn from our mistakes that we did today and then get right back to it and then try to win tomorrow.
Thank you and congratulations on your win. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz. And the player of the game, Sindao Diallo. I love that name. It's so cool. And congratulations to the Digger fan base. We see you out there, and we appreciate you watching. And you got past round 1, and you look very capable of making moves on to Kansas City. It's going to be a tough one because there are 2 really good teams about to face off, and the winner of this will advance to the other side of that bracket nameplate and It will be Montana Tech and the winner of this game, SAGU. They're on their home floor. They did not get the top seed, though. That went to Montana Tech. But if you don't remember last year, SAGU was a Final Four finalist. I think I said that right. They played in the Final Four teams last year in Kansas City. They are very capable of getting back. And, of course, we know that because we watch them all the time, right? And that's not just a biased SAGU perspective. It's just being real with you. You're not going, even if you're an Ore Digger fan, you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to see whoever comes, what you guys got to face. And so hang in there. Watch this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're also going to bring you some updated action. There you see the listing quadrant, and we'll show you some of the other teams that are playing as well. But there's a lot going on and a lot to talk about. We're going to kick it to our sponsors right now, and we'll be back shortly. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
When you trust someone with your money, you're part of something greater than yourself. You're investing in a principle that it takes individuals to create a community, that a meaningful purpose can be found in a calling, that at some point, everyone will need a helping hand, that we are stronger when we support each other. That's why at AGCU, we donate 10% of our annual profit to ministry, education, and humanitarian causes. At AGCU, we're banking with a purpose so you can live for yours.